Good morning and welcome to News First Prime Time Sunrise.
Hello there, very good morning and welcome to Newsfirst Prime Time Sunrise with me, Sharon Silva, on the 26th of March 2015. In your headlines this morning now, President Maithripala Sirisena's official welcoming ceremony to be held in China today, while National Dengue Eradication Week declared from today, and French investigators say data extracted from German Wings black box. President Maithripala Sirisena, who left for China last afternoon on a 4-day state visit, reached his destination last evening. President Maithripala Sirisena's visit is further to an invitation that was extended by the President of China.
President Sirisena, who arrived at the Beijing airport in China, was welcomed by a group of Chinese delegates, including the Chinese Minister of Foreign Affairs. According to the President's media unit, the official welcome ceremony will be held today at the Chinese Public Hall under the auspices of the Chinese President Xi Jinping. This is incidentally the first official tour of President Sirisena to China subsequent to taking office. The President, along with many other world leaders, is scheduled to attend the Boao Forum for Asia Annual Conference 2015, which will be held in Boao, Hainan Province from today until the 29th of this month. President Sirisena is scheduled to address the summit on the 28th with regard to Sri Lanka's development and economic program. According to the President's media division, during his stay in China, President Maithripala Sirisena is expected to hold bilateral discussions with his Chinese counterpart as well as the Prime Minister and senior government officials. President Sirisena is also due to hold bilateral discussions with the Executive Committee Chairman of the China National People's Congress.
The Ministry of Health says that there is a tendency for the spread of dengue to increase with the monsoon season drawing near. Speaking to News First, Director of the Epidemiology Unit at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Pabba Paliyawardena, said that accordingly a dengue eradication week will commence from today.
Where we will be visiting more than 1 million premises we have targeted to see the mosquito breeding places and to encourage the public and the other society to get rid of breeding places of mosquitoes, because dengue has been rising. The trend is a little bit less, but still we have more than 10,000 cases reported for this year, and there were around 18 deaths, and the situation worse with the monsoon rain. So therefore, before monsoon rain, we thought of launching this kind of a program, and we will be continuing for a week to remove the mosquito breeding places. Our target will be about 1 million premises. So this time again, the tri-forces and the police and the pollution government ministries and also the local government bodies and environment ministry, the education, so they all will be supporting this particular activity to the health ministry staff. So then the field level officers would be guiding the activity.
Minister Vijit Vijayamuni says that he is ready to sacrifice anything for the sake of national interests.
Subsequent to taking office as the Minister of Education, Minister Vijit Vijayamuni expressed the following while he had arrived at the temple of the Sacred Tooth Relic to obtain blessings. We have attempted to unite the parliament for the sake of the nation several times before. I resigned from being the Deputy Minister of Mahavali in the year 2000 so that the Janatha Vimukti Peramuna could join our government. In the same way, I resigned from the Chief Minister's post as a mark of respect to Mahinda Rajapaksa, and instead of contesting the elections, let Shashinda Rajapaksa contest for elections. Although attempts were made to enable former President Mahinda Rajapaksa to win in a new political culture, it was President Maithripala Sirisena who won with a new culture and a new concept. It is with serving this country under new democracy that I joined in this effort.
Sri Lanka Nidas Paksha Niyojitayek හැටියට තමයි මම සම්බන්ධ වුණේ.
Reports state that several heads of livestock in the southern province have contracted the Theileria virus. Speaking to Newsfirst, Director of the Southern Province Animal Production and Development Office, HBS Ramanayaka, stated that close to 400 heads of cattle had contracted the virus in the Gaul and Mathura areas, of which 20 heads of cattle had succumbed to the virus. The virus is spread by a parasite. 54 Indian fishermen who are under Sri Lankan custody have been handed over to the Indian Coast Guard. Acting Army media spokesperson Brigadier Jayanath Jayavira said that the fishermen were handed over in the seas to the north of Kankasanture. The President made an order to release the fishermen who were taken into custody on Tuesday. A fire erupted in a garment factory in Pugoda last evening. The Colombo Fire Department said that the blaze, which erupted at around 6 last evening, has now been completely doused. 4 fire engines had been dispatched, according to an official of the Colombo Fire Department. It was reported that 2 machines at the factory had been completely destroyed by the fire, which had also caused extensive damage to the factory premises. The cause of the blaze is yet to be ascertained. An individual has died in an earth slip that occurred in the Alla area along the Badulla Bandarawala road. The police media unit said that the incident occurred last evening. It was reported that the deceased was involved in building a wall with 5 other people at the time of the earth slip. Police said that the deceased passed away while being transported to the Demodara hospital after being rescued from the mound of earth. A 21-year-old has sustained serious injuries in a shooting that took place in the Pilana area in Habraduwa, Gaul. The police media unit said that the victim was shot at around 7:45 last night in front of his residence in the Morogola area in Pilana. The victim has been admitted to the Karapitia Teaching Hospital for treatment. And that's a look at this edition of Newsfirst Primetime Sunrise. It was a pleasure having you with us and hope you have a great day ahead.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.